I can do this real fast. Or I can do this real good.
You guys see it anymore?
Nope.
Not yet.
It's the same. How much wood could woodchuck chuck wood?
Would my grade drop 3 points?
No.
Oh, really?
Hey guys.
No way. Where? On YouTube? Oh.
Can y'all see the thing?
No, not yet.
No.
Hi, guys.
Nothing has changed.
I'm a senior.
Oh, I see a mouse. It went away. Mama made me mash my M&Ms.
Should fix my hair before this.
Oh no.
You guys
Not
have
the
the
updated
script,
one.
Read it from paper.
Huh?
You gotta read the script from the paper then. Since it's not coming up, you guys have to print it out. Just read from the paper because it's being graded right now. Go.
Okay.
What? But it's different.
So be looking at.
Just go with it.
Okay. Are you serious? Alright, fine. Good
Just don't say
afternoon.
it.
What?
Just don't say
Okay.
Spider-Man dies. Don't say that.
Good afternoon, and welcome to The Ratio. I'm Ricky Huang.
And I'm Jay Park. Now, sit back and enjoy our show as we explore what is happening around the world on May 14, 2019.
Kicking off the show, let's catch a glimpse in an attempt to advocate for educational reform. On the first day of this month, thousands of teachers, other school staff, and their supporters protested the low salaries that swept the U.S. education industry in North and South Carolina. The minimum salary for teachers with a bachelor's degree was declared to be about $32,000, and according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, and is still in decline as it catches up with inflation. A teacher at Whiteside Elementary and current finalist for State Teacher of the Year even stated how, in quotes, teachers should be advocating for education reform.
For more than 2 decades, South Africa has sought the challenges of high rates of unemployment, wealth inequality, and mass amount of chronic poverty. Poverty levels are the most noticeable within the black population, as more than half of South Africa's population live in poverty of less than $83 a month. Murray Librant, an economics professor at University of Cape Town, estimates that South Africa's middle class is small and sluggish and comprises of approximately 1 in 5 South Africans. The situation in South Africa is currently being addressed, but will be a very difficult task as poverty stops a country from reaching their full potential.
Just last week on May 7th, a student by the name of Kendrick Castillo made a sacrifice to prevent a mass school shooter at STEM School Highlands Ranch in suburban Denver, Colorado. The shooter came into the classroom late, and as told from a classmate, was said to close a secondary door in the classroom, pulled out a gun, and told the class to not move. Kendrick goes and lunges at the shooter to allow everyone to hide under their desk, but got shot in the process. Additionally, classmates such as Brendan and 2 friends tried to tackle the shooter. As noted from the Marine Corps, as quoted, Brendan's courage and commitment to swiftly ending this tragic incident at the risk of his own safety is admirable and inspiring. His decisive action resulted in the safety and protection of his teachers and fellow classmates. That's the end of our news story. Now onto the weather.
Today, May 14, 2019, will have mostly sunny skies with only partial clouds. Nice day to play sports and not sweat it out from the sun. The highest it will be 78 degrees and lowest being 58. Tomorrow, we will see partly cloudy skies with a high of 78 and a low of 58. Thursday, we'll be having a high of 79 and a low of 58, also with partially cloudy skies. Friday will come as the sky is sunny with a high of 78 and a low of 59. Saturday will also bring mostly sunny skies and a high of 82 and a low of 61. To end us off, Sunday will also have mostly sunny with a high of 83 and a low of 63. That's the end of our weather report. Now into sports.
In boxing news, Daniel Jacobs, a survivor of osteosarcoma, a rare form of bone cancer, fought against Cornelio Alvarez Jr. on May 4th, 2019. Jacobs will be defending his International Boxing Federation middleweight championship belt against the 50 wins, 1 loss Alvarez. Jacobs may have beat cancer, but will he beat Alvarez? Alvarez has this to say about his upcoming fight. In quote, "Every single one of my fights is important. Every single fight marks history for me. It's another check. Jacobs is the second best middleweight in the world, so it's another step in that direction. To keep writing my history." Good luck to both, and off to our second story.
Halima Aden marks history as the very first model to wear a bikini and a hijab for a cover of Sports Illustrated swimsuits. Aden sends in a video for Sports Illustrated, growing up in the States, I never really felt represented because I never could flip through a magazine and see a girl who was wearing a hijab. Aden has been getting praise from many people through social media and even public figures. Yet some people just can't see the positive, critiquing her for being counterintuitive to pose in a magazine known to objectifying women.
In Olympic news, Caster Semenya lost her appeal to pause the regulations to limit the testosterone levels in female contenders. Female testosterone is categorically different from males. Generally, males would have 5 to 40 times more testosterone than females. Semenya is believed to have hyperandrogenism, a condition that causes her body to create male sex hormones at the levels of a man. This puts a question on minds. Should she be allowed to compete? Semenya, an athlete of different sexual developments, says, the panel found that this DSD regulations are discriminatory. Discrimination is a necessary, reasonable, and proportionate means of achieving the IAAF's aim of preserving the integrity of female athletes in restricted events. How will this affect the relationships between gender and competitive sports? Now on to entertainment.
The new Kings of Pop, BTS, has recently kicked off their world tour at the Rose Bowl Athletic Stadium in Pasadena, California on Saturday, May 4th. An estimated of 52,000 fans cheered ecstatically in unison as BTS played the first of its 2 largest shows in America to date, which is an impressive achievement for a band that primarily sings in its native language. Hundreds of fans came to support, as even people such as Amy Davis, 31, flew in from Detroit for a show. She noted how K-pop has taken over. The densely packed stadium roared and shook throughout the 150-minute performance as Rose Bowl concert began with Diogenes.
Ever since the launch of the first Iron Man in 2008 that earned millions worldwide, the actor, Robert Downey Jr., has played a superhero role as he entertains millions. With Avengers Endgame finally hitting the cinemas on April 26 this year, Downey Jr. played the superhero in the actor's final appearance in the franchise as the character. Since, in quote, he kicked off the entire MCU, Anthony Russo did tell Robert how they wanted this kind of ending for the character and asked if he was comfortable with it, just because of his enormous contribution to the MCU. It was revealed that Anthony believed that Downey may have had mixed emotions about it, but in the end, totally accepted it.
Teen Idol Hilary Duff, an American singer-songwriter, recently took off their relationship to the next step. Yes, since first dating in the beginning of 2017, they are now engaged. On some recent social media posts, Coma says, "I asked my best friend to marry me. This would be their 3rd time being together," she said, even on a show. Timing is such a big deal. I think that you have history with someone in the past and love, and just because it doesn't work out, it's just first time. The second time, as long as there's not too much damage done, it can always work out. Maybe after all, the 3rd time's the charm.
Well, that's all the news we have for today. I'm Ricky.
And I'm Jay. Have a great day.